8th edition of INside HCISD. I'm Ortega.
And I'm Eli Amaya. We have several interesting stories to cover, so let's get started. Gano Freshman Academy is teaming up with Teen in the Driver's Seat to teach students the importance of safe driving. I don't have a driver's license yet, but that's still good to know. Here's Jessica Davila with more on that story.
Gano Freshman Academy teamed up with Teen in the Driver's Seat to give kids the experience on how it feels to drive unresponsible. Teens in the Driver's Seat is a program for young drivers to get themselves ready for when they do go out and drive on their own. This teaches them to make responsible choices while they're behind the wheel. They want to make sure teens don't cause any distractions like texting and driving or drunk driving later on in their life. So just remember, while you're behind the wheel, don't get distracted by your phone or other things around you. Don't drive under the influence. Reporting for INside HCISD, I am Jessica Davila.
Dr. Rosalina Mercado, CEO of eColors in Education, recognizes everyone's uniqueness as she took a visit to the Media Arts and Communication Academy to analyze and discuss their individual eColors. I'm a red, which is a doer, and a blue, which is a relator. Mara Martinez had the opportunity to learn more about the program. Here's the story.
The students here at the Media Arts and Communication Academy had a chance to see a presentation about eColors from Dr. Mercado.
So today we focused on 4 things. It was communication, collaboration, creativity, and critical thinking. And I designed 4 activities that would align actually with these 4 components that the school district also deems important for the learning of students.
The colors represent different things. The red is a doer, blue is a relator, yellow is a socializer, and green is a thinker.
So one of the things that I have learned recently is I joined the MACA as an advisory member of the board, and when I was at one of the meetings, they had informed us of the different works that we could do to partner together. So I wanted to create that partnership because part of our vision in eColors in Education is realizing potential, and I wanted to be able to tap into that potential in the students and be able to collaborate and work on projects together.
She had the students participate in a couple of games that brought them together and communicate.
Well, the very essence of the module that you experienced today is called self and team awareness. And one of the things that we do in bringing that self and team awareness is to really have an understanding of what strengths you as an individual bring to the team, and also what potential limiters could interrupt you from excelling even more.
The first game was a spy game where there is a piece of art and the students need to make a replica of it without anybody on their team that might be a spy destroying it.
So eColors in Education was created for the educational entities. This was actually founded in 2004 by a company called Equilibria, and they utilized it as a safety mechanism in the oil and gas industry. We found that the very skills that were needed in the workforce were the skills that we needed to have conversations with students about in high school before they went into the workforce. So the entity, eColors in Education, then focused its energy in the education sector, being able to bring about this kind of awareness and training to develop them prior to entering the workforce.
The second game was the egg drop, where we have to decorate something for the egg to go in and we drop it, and it has to be alive after the fall, without cracks. Students learned a great deal in regards from what color they are, from a doer, socializer, thinker, and relator. Reporting for INside HCISD, I am Mariah Martinez.
Harlingen South has unveiled a new specialty academy called the EMT program that will help students gain experience and become paramedics. With more on the story, here's Matthew Cavazos.
HCISD is turning imagination into innovation. Some students never thought they would have the opportunity to practice their career during school, but Harlingen CISD has unveiled its very own EMT program. The EMT program was created this year, and these students are the first to be in the program. It is taught by 3 different licensed paramedics. The class not only involves the students out in the field, but they also go through a classroom portion. This is not an easy field to work in. There's almost always high stress, and it's always easy to blame the paramedic, but with this class, they will get more experience working in the field than most students heading into college. The students understand that this is not an easy job to work in because you have someone else's life in your hand.
The importance of this job, going into this class, I was just expecting regular CPR and transporting the patient to, I thought it'd be easy, basically, but I mean, this is someone else's life in your hands. You can't take it for granted. I mean, any little thing is, everything in this class is crucial, and just taking it into the field would be helpful.
Well, I've learned certain things, the acronyms like DCAT, BTLS, OPQRST, and stuff like that to help us assess the patient. I've learned the importance of keeping things clean, you know, how pathogens and stuff like that transport from one thing to another. I learned how to take care of a patient. I mean, not completely, but the basics. You know, we haven't dove deep into the program. We just started, so. Well, with this program, I actually want to become a PJ, which is like a paramedic, but in the Air Force. So they have the PJ program. It's a 2-year program, so it's training and schooling, but the last 6 months of the 2 years is the EMT program. So that's where you get your paramedic license. So it's actually helped me for that, helped me prepare better.
The students are learning that there are no shortcuts, no delays, and no exceptions when it comes to this line of work, and that is why this program is so valuable. I encourage everyone interested in the class to go talk to their counselor. I'm Matthew Cavazos reporting for INside HCISD.
It's important that students feel secure everywhere they go, and Long Elementary didn't hesitate to educate their students on school bus safety when given the opportunity. Here's Victoria Medina with that story.
One of the main priorities of a school is the safety of their students. Long Elementary had the opportunity to educate their students on school bus safety. Long Elementary is setting a fantastic example for other schools to encourage their students to learn about their own safety. They got tips from the drivers themselves and got to see where the emergency equipment is if they ever need to find it and use it. The students got to practice getting out of the bus through the emergency doors. They followed the procedures given to them for each specific exit. These students now have the knowledge of the safety procedures they can now use on the buses they will ride in the future. This is Victoria Medina reporting for INside HCISD.
So many interesting stories going around HCISD.
Yes, and we're here to tell you all about the stories and more.
Thank you so much for joining us today for this week's edition of INside HCISD. I'm Eli Amaya.
And I'm Krista. See you next time.